Hello everybody, and welcome back to my messy bench. On the scabbard project, but also the accessory tool project, now that I have a scabbard done that fits the accessory tools, it's time to bring the tools themselves up to finish with like a sanding block and lots of sandpaper, and I'm bringing the original filed finish that's got, it's all faceted, and there's still gouges from the file, and there's little bits of rust from where I was gluing up the scabbard, and it's a mess. And that has to come up to, more like this. And this is getting there. This is filed to, I don't know, maybe 30% to where I want it. But what's really happening that's cool, and why I'm making this video, is that it's revealing some of the flaws in the steel, because all of these, if you'll remember, are constructed materials. They're laminated steels. It's a whole bunch of layers of steel and iron laminated together and welded, and you can even see the pattern. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the wood grain pattern along here. More here than here. You can still see it in here, or at least I can in person. Really hard on camera. But what it's revealing, it's kind of cool, is the flaws in the material. And there are some. It's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with how this welded out. But every time that you make a weld, you introduce the ability, or the possibility, of flaws. And so you see along here, you see these little dots, these little speckles. That's not rust. Those are actually little bits of surface contamination, I think, that I've got to file out. It's probably good underneath. This probably happened during heat treat, but I had some copper contamination in my forge, and I think that when I heat treated this sucker, a little bit of copper got contaminated under the surface of the steel and collected along boundary lines of, oh yeah, you can see it. See this wood grain like pattern? Well, it collected along the bands of mild steel. It alloyed with them, I think. Copper and iron do alloy, not well, not constructively, but they do bond together, and I think that's little bits of copper that I've got to get out of the surface of the steel. And there's others, like this guy here. Oh, is that right? This one. And that is a small area of weld failure. And this one too. There's just the weld didn't set in that one spot, and I can probably file it out, but I might leave it, because this isn't. This is for historical recreation, so having period flaws like that isn't the worst thing in a period reconstruction. Of course, if I were doing this professionally, that would be unacceptable, but this half of this project I wouldn't have tackled the same way if this were for for commission work. But you can see, this is where we started out, all these gouges, and this is where we're going to. Really nice finish. But that's my afternoon. Just looking at the steel, making it better, making it pretty, and finding all the interesting character inside it. I haven't really touched these as projects since, well, the beginning of the year. So this is kind of neat, rediscovering what I had done a couple months ago. But that's it. That's all for today. I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. See you next time.